Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do a makeup tutorial on the look that I'm wearing today. Super over the top and super extra, but I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do something a little bit different. So I actually found this look on Instagram, and I'm gonna insert the picture so you guys know which look I was going for, attempting for at least. And I think it came out pretty accurate. You know, I did my best. I didn't have the exact same eyeshadow palettes, but I used what I have. And I definitely think it's fun to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and do something a little bit different, because this is definitely not an everyday look and certainly not a look that I wear very often. But yeah, I thought this would be fun to do, so I hope this is something you're interested in, and please keep on watching. So I prepped my eyelids already, my eyebrows are done, so we're ready to start with the eyes. I just wanted to mention really quick, because I'm going by a picture, so I don't have the exact palette. So, you know, that's what you do if you find a look that you like, you just use what you have. So I actually am using right now, I have a bunch of palettes ready right now. I might use all of them, I might just use a few of them, we'll see as I go. But the palettes I have ready is the Modern Renaissance. I also have the Huda Beauty, the Dare to Create 39A palette. And I know that this might seem like a lot, and you guys go ahead and use whatever you have, but for me, in order to kind of like get a similar look than the picture, I have to dip into a couple of palettes, because I don't have one palette that holds all of the colors. So that's just how it goes sometimes. And also I do have a lot of palettes, so why not use them? So like I said, my eyebrows are done, my eyelids are primed, so let's get started. I know sometimes the lighting is not as good as it could be, and I'm still working on that. And also I know that the light sometimes changes, and that's because I have this huge makeup mirror right here in front of me, and it just has an amazing light. It's really good for me. I know sometimes on camera it shows up a little bit too light or too bright, but yeah, I'm gonna work on that. So first up, I'm using my Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette, and I just wanna dip into a really neutral color for the crease, just to add a little definition without really giving a lot of color. And I suggest that you always keep a picture on either your phone or your iPad or something like that handy when you do your makeup and you're going for a certain look. It just helps as a guideline. And you know what? Sometimes we go for a certain look and it just turns out completely different. So we shall see. And sometimes I'm okay with that. Sometimes it turns out even better than the picture, or better suited for you. But we shall see how it goes. Next up, I'm dipping into my Modern Renaissance palette. I'm using the shade Love Letter on the same brush, and I'm going very light because I'm using this as a crease color. I just want to start building up a soft purple transition shade. Keep in mind, this is a very dramatic look. It's not for everyday use. At least not for me. For some people, this is an everyday look. And when you do these dramatic looks, it definitely requires a lot of blending. So keep that in mind. I mean, you definitely want to start and give yourself a little extra time when doing these types of looks. And now for a little bit more color, I'm dipping into this shade right here on a smaller brush. This is a Sigma E38. Just lightly, I just feel like I need a little bit more pop of color. Whoa, okay, we got that. We are doing a halo eye, so I'm gonna try to keep the center as clean as possible, but I'm not really too worried about it because I'm gonna clean that up with some concealer. And now it's time to darken up this look. I am dipping into this shade right here, which is a dark plum, so a dark purple color. And I'm gonna start adding that to the outer corner. In the crease a little bit. I am just adding a little bit of powder to the edges to prevent it from getting too messy, because we are working with a really dark color. And as you guys can tell, I am leaving the center bare, but I'm not too worried about getting it messy because I'll clean that up with concealer. sure there are no harsh edges. You really have to take your time, guys. You can't do an eye look that's dark and then rush it. I'm just dipping into that lighter color really quick to diffuse the edges. This is the main reason why I do my eye makeup first, because if it gets really messy, especially like now when I'm working with dark colors, you're not gonna ruin any of your face makeup with dark eyeshadow. First, my main focus is just basically to do a guideline, to lay down the shadows in the areas that it needs to be, and then just keep blending it out. This is one of those things where you just gotta keep doing it and don't give up, because it does require, like I said, a lot of blending, and half the time it looks like a hot mess, but that's okay. That is a transition. Just gotta keep on it and keep blending, and all of a sudden it's gonna all come together, you'll see. Because you really have to layer these looks. It's so fun for me to step out of my comfort zone. It's also a little nerve-wracking, but it is fun because I tend to like go for the same looks. I mean, I guess we all do. What we're comfortable with, what we know looks good on us, but it's definitely fun to experiment a little bit, which is clearly what I'm doing today. Wowzer. Okay, we're starting to look a little crazy, and that's good. That's what I wanted. Adding a little bit of that lighter purple to just start blending it all together. Get rid of those harsh lines. And I want to just darken up the outer corners a little bit. So I'm just going to tap into this color right here, and it does, I don't know how it picks up on camera, but it looks like a really, really dark brown, almost black, but it's not. You can tell the difference. This is a black one, so you can tell it's like a hair lighter. Just a little bit, and that we will add to the outer corner. To make it even darker. I definitely just need to go over and just one more time, going over the edges. And now to the scary part. Ooh, we're gonna use a concealer and start cutting our crease. And of course, when you're cutting your crease with a concealer, keep your eyelid down so it doesn't transfer. I'm gonna go in on the shade Primavera, also from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna add that over top of that concealer. And this is really obviously gonna make this shadow pop. And then we're gonna go over top with glitter after that. Wow. And we should have something like this. Definitely looking crazy. And for the next step, I'm gonna use the Stila glitter shadow. This is in the shade Smoky Storm. I've never tried these before, and I hear that they're amazing. I've seen that they're amazing. I do have to just be ready to like blend it out, because I hear that it dries pretty quickly. crazy when we do makeup, right, ladies? But I can't change it. I can't. Definitely time to just let that dry, but wow. And of course it's still looking crazy because we have to go back in and like blend it out. Shocking right now. I'm going back into that dark shade. Line. Because I'm doing so much blending, some of the glitter actually comes off, but that's totally okay because we'll just again go over top and add a little bit to the center, which is really where I want it to be anyway. But you have to blend out those concealer lines. And again, going back into that glitter. I literally have glitter all over my face, but that's okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit of eyeliner to the lash line. No wing or anything like that because we are gonna wear falsies. When you're wearing a dramatic eye like this, you have to wear a dramatic lash to go with the look. I'll just pop on a pair of Intoxicating lashes by Flutter lashes. And now that the eyelashes are on, we just have to wait for the glue to completely dry down. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and obviously clean up this face because it's a mess. There's glitter everywhere. I'm also gonna finish off the face so we can get finished on the under eyes. Okay guys, I am back and I just applied some foundation and concealer and I set my concealer in place. I didn't set my foundation yet, so my face is still tacky. I'm gonna do that when I'm done with my under eye. So now to finish off, I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone. And I'm using the shade Vermeer in the Anastasia palette to highlight. I'm dipping into that neutral shade that we started out with on the top. And then I'm going back into Love Letter right there to add a little bit of color to the under eye. We're basically repeating the steps that we did on the top without the glitter. Thank God, right? Woo, I'm telling you guys, working with glitter, it ain't easy. It really is not easy. And then I'm dipping back into that dark plum color. And I'm definitely keeping this very close to the lash line. And to darken that up even further, I'm just gonna use a flat brush to tightline. And then on the outer corner, I'm using that almost black shade. And I'm keeping that right there. Right there. Gonna go back into that brush. Just go over top. Blend out the edges. Okay, you guys, I'm now just gonna apply a quick coat of mascara to my bottom lashes. I'm gonna finish up on my face and I'll be back. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, have a great day or night wherever you guys are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Next up, I'm dipping into my Anastasia Next up, I'm dipping in. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to calm down.